Hello everyone, welcome back to this video. I am Martine, and whether you're watching this on YouTube or listening to this on the podcasting platforms, thank you for joining me. This is a new type of content that I decided to try out. Hot topics and tarot is what I'll call it. And this is where I discuss a one particular hot topic that was in, the pop culture sphere and, surrounding a particular celebrity. And we will pull some cards and I will give you my esoteric commentary, pull up a birth chart if we can, and just have some fun, just have a little talk about some celebrity talk and bring in some esoteric spiritual commentary with that surrounding the situation. So today's topic that I wanted to discuss is the relationship that ended between Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey. Now, Michael B. Jordan is a famous actor, black actor. If you don't know who he is, please Google him. I'm sure you'll know when you see his face. He's been in lots of movies. He was in Black Panther, Creed, Fruitvale Station, the critically acclaimed movie. So he's very well known. He was dating Lori Harvey, who is Steve Harvey's comedian Steve Harvey, his daughter. So Lori Harvey, this video is really centered around Lori. Okay, Lori she dated, when I first came to know who she was, is because, the internets were talking about her. She was dating P. Diddy's son, Justin. And then she was dating P. Diddy. So, a lot of people had a lot to say about that, going from son to father. And she was also dating producer and rapper Future for a minute. So she's young. She's only like 25 years old. And I don't even know who else she could have possibly dated, but she's gorgeous. She's young. And she's, making her way around the dating pool in Hollywood, okay, in the industry. So anyway, and that's no shade to her, okay? So I pulled her natal chart, and the information that I could get about her is that she is a Capricorn. She was born, according to Google, she was born January 13th, 1997 in Memphis, Tennessee. Now, when you pull someone's birth chart, the most important thing to have is their time of birth, which obviously I don't have. But the time of birth will give you, the rising, the ascendant information, where you'll know what planet rules that person's entire chart. Okay, so that's the missing piece. But we have a basic framework from which to work with. We just don't have her ascendant information, so I don't know what planet basically rules her life. But again, we have the basic framework, and she is a Capricorn. Capricorns are, I have my notes over here. Capricorns are very diligent, you know what I'm saying, are very goal oriented and efficient. And she has a very strong Capricorn energy, as her sun, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, and Neptune are all in Capricorn. That's 5 placements in Capricorn. All right. So she's patient. She has perseverance. She's very, very ambitious and very goal oriented, practical, efficient. Um, so she holds a very strong, strong feminine energy as an earth sign. You know what I mean? Because the earth is feminine energy. She is an earth sign. Um, Her moon, however, is in Pisces. So she's very sensitive, perceptive, intuitive, one would say. Very imaginative, creative, has the ability. I really like looking at her chart. She really has, and maybe she's just not tapped into it right now, being so young, but she really has the ability to be a very spiritual, a mystic, if you will. Her Chiron is in Scorpio. So, she's here to heal. Um, one of the things that she needs to do in her journey, in her life journey, if she ever gets to this point, is to heal um, that part of herself where she allows people to control her. Okay, but I'll get to that. Her Mars is in Libra, which makes her too accommodating. I feel like intuitively, she thinks that being accommodating will get her what she wants, but she ends up being dominated. You know what I mean? It's like she has the desire to, she has like a really strong will and a strong desire, but then for some reason she thinks that by sorry about that, she can get what she wants if she just goes along, or if she just people pleases or gives people what she wants. And her north node is in Libra as well. And for me, I'm just looking at this as if she needs to pursue more harmony and balance in her relationships, and not just romantic. Her intentions or need to come from a place of just wanting harmony, and not from a place of wanting something from that person. You know what I mean? So she has a need for balance. I feel like in her life she has a need for balance, but I feel like she just is not aware, and she just doesn't know how to get it. And then she finds herself in situations where people, men, are trying to control her, and then she backs out. She's like, this is not what I signed up for. And then she's gone. And truth be told, she's young. She's 25 years old. She can do whatever she wants. And what really intrigued me about this story is not really her, for instance, because when I was 25, I was dating around. You're having fun, you're seeing what's out there, and that's what you're supposed to do as a 25-year-old woman who has no kids and who is drop dead gorgeous and has a business and has a lot of things going for herself. Okay. She does not, just because Michael B. Jordan, the rumor is that he wanted to take it to the next level. He had bought a home, a $12 million home, and wanting her to get married and like take their relationship, like start being in a committed relationship or what have you. And she was not ready for that. So that's the rumor. So that's what I'm going by. And I'm really, really intrigued by how the internet, specifically men, reacted to this. Like, from the conversations from Twitter to TikTok to even Clubhouse, toxic ass Clubhouse, saying that she's for the streets. How is she not going to want to be with Michael B. Jordan? How, like, what do women want? Women say that we want a good man, and then when a good man wants to be with us, we don't, accept him, or we don't say yes. And that may be true for some women out there, from some scrupulous women out there who don't know what they want. But when we're talking about her, she's 25 years old. And like I said, she has a lot of things going for herself. Nobody knows what went on in that relationship. No one knows what went on when she was dating Justin, when she was dating Diddy, Future, Michael B. Jordan. Nobody knows. Okay. Clearly, Michael loved her. We saw them on social media a lot. He did a lot of great things. He really showed his love for her, and even posted it online or what have you. And to be honest, we don't know anything about Michael B. Jordan, because before her, he used to date white women. Okay. So I personally was very happy when I saw him dating her, because I was like, oh, such a, we didn't lose him after all, and so, but before that, he was dating white women and had made no bones about it. All right. So we don't know what he's really like in a relationship. And actually, have we ever even heard Lori Harvey speak? I've never heard her speak. I've never seen her in an interview. She's very elusive, you see what you want to see. Okay. She shows what she wants to show. And she has the right, as a young woman, a young black woman entrepreneur who has a lot of things going for herself. She has the right to pick and choose who she wants to be with. And just because someone that you might want, yes, Michael B. Jordan, he's handsome, he's an actor, he's rich, he's all of this. Who knows? He could be a horrible person behind the scenes in a relationship. You don't know. Nobody knows. He can be controlling. And I feel like in her chart, there is a lot of that. There's a lot of her needing to heal from controlling behavior, from people coming in and her being so accommodating and such a people pleaser that people end up trying to control her. There's a lot of that. She has Jupiter in Capricorn, which makes her a really great business person, very entrepreneurial. But I also, her Saturn in Aries, where I feel like she suppresses her energy and her impulses. She suppresses that. And so there's a constant inner battle of, should I do this? Should I do that? Like, she has an impulse, she has a desire to do something, but then she suppresses it because she may feel like it's wrong or it's inappropriate. And because she is such a heavy Capricorn energy, like she's so structured, that it stops her from really being her true self. And when you're young like that and you're not really being your true self, where you're unsure, where people are telling you to do this and men are in your life trying to control you, you do not want, the last thing you want to do is get in a committed relationship and get married. You know what I mean? So I applaud her for standing in her truth and standing in her power. And for whatever reason, she said, no, I don't want to move forward with this relationship. Then so be it. That is her right. All right. And it really, it really makes me laugh to see like the men out there in the internet, talking about this young lady like they know her, and how could she turn down a good man, and all of this. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. But anyway, I'm going to move on to the spread that I created. Her current energy, I pulled the cards out already, is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So currently, she's feeling very unsupported. She's feeling like all the energy that she has put in, that it's not reciprocated to her. Maybe she feels like, I've put in all this energy into a relationship and it wasn't being reciprocated. Maybe, we don't know. We don't know the ins and outs of other people's relationships. We see what they want us to see, especially when it comes to celebrities. But currently, the cards are telling me that she felt very unsupported, and she felt like what she was giving, she wasn't getting back. Okay. So her external influences, she is heavily influenced by men who, Knight of Wands, that are coming after her. Men like, again, she is very beautiful. She has, all men will be very attracted to her no matter what their age, and she gives off a really alluring feminine energy. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's very captivating. If you look at her and her beauty, she's beautiful. And her external influences, the influences outside of her, are men who are coming after her, men who are passionate, men who want to control her, men who want to say, do this, do that, you should be this way, come here with me, do this, forget about your business. All of that she has being heavily influenced by men, by relationships. And I feel like that needs to stop. As a young 25-year-old Black woman entrepreneur and model, that needs to stop. She can't always allow herself to be influenced by men in relationships. Her inner influence, what she's influenced, on the inside, is the younger version of herself, the version of herself who is constantly thinking and strategizing, and in her head she has a lot of inner battles, being in the public eye and deciding, should I do this, should I do that, how does this look, how do I look doing this, what are people going to say, are people going to talk about me, like we are right now. And so she has that constant inner battle with herself. And like I said, her Saturn in Aries is like, she probably wants to do so much more than what she's doing right now, but she suppresses her energy. She suppresses her desires for some reason. All right. And the guidance for her is the Seven of Cups. Like, she's going to have a lot of people coming at her with different ideas, different options, different this, that, and the third. And what she's really being guided to do is really have some discernment. You see all of these different things in the cups, the Seven of Cups. All of these things are not for your highest good. There's a hurricane here. What's a twister? Is that a hurricane? Not a hurricane. What is that? The twister? Whatever. There's one of those in there. There's a snake. There's money. There's, roses, a heart. So she's going to be, again, all of these external influences, she's going to have a lot at her fingertips. She's going to have a lot in front of her, and she needs to have discernment, and she needs to really be in her power, be in her groundedness, embody her earth sign Capricorn energy, and really have really strong discernment about who she allows in her energy, who are the influences that she, allows into her space. Okay, because I feel like she has a problem with being too accommodating to people, and especially to men. All right. So, yeah, that's my little take on Lori Harvey and her breakup with Michael B. Jordan. I don't know. Um, None of them have actually put out a official statement, I don't think, but I thought it would be fun. I pay attention to pop culture. I'm pay attention to what's happening with celebrities and stuff like that. So I thought that I thought that it would be, something fun to have here on the channel. And a lot of times what we see playing out with celebrities' lives, there's a lot of spiritual connotations to it as well, if you pay attention. All right. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. And everything that you need to know about me, if you want to contact me for personal services, will be in the description box below. Again, love and light. Take care.